Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 155. We have been doing this too long.
Man, we've been at this for years.
Let's see.
So tired.
years has it been?
We've been at this for at least 7 years now, I want to say.
As I say, we're getting close to a decade. Almost a decade of podcasting. 1 fan.
2010?
Was it? I'd have to go back and look when we first uploaded the first episode of Yep. It's been too long.
2010?
I'm gonna say.
Well, it would, because we didn't start doing
No.
after.
No. Maybe 2011.
I think it was 2011, because 2011 was my first Yomo as well.
And then we did have a year break in between Yep and the podcast and stuff.
Oh, wait, if 2011 was your first Yoma, that would be it, because episode 10 was our video Yoma one.
Yep.
We've been doing this way too long.
Way too
We're just creatures of habit now. It's just like, oh, okay. It's time. But another week, another podcast. Not a whole lot happened last week as far as like dumb news crap. The most interesting thing that I saw was that Vegas right now is covered in grasshoppers.
Covered in fucking grasshoppers.
Evo
It's a
is not
biblical
happy.
plague.
Oh shit, that's coming up, isn't it?
Coming up tomorrow.
Is it? Oh, okay. Fuck.
So what's the dealio? I didn't hear anything about this.
So there is apparently this giant migration of grasshoppers that I guess this happened a few years ago. One of my coworkers used to live in Vegas, and he said it was bad, but not this bad. And basically, they're swarming all over the city, and since Vegas is just lights the city, they are just attracted to all of the buildings, all the lights, to the point that some buildings have been turning off their lights at night because they're just swarming. And from what people are saying, they're probably going to be there for a few weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrifying.
Are you
cover your mouth and crap? You don't want bugs in your liver or anything. Oh man. Oh,
like we were dealing with mayflies when we were on the lake for Colossal Con, but this is times 100. It's literally a plague.
Yeah, that is.
Moses.
Oh, man. People all hyped up like, yeah, go to Evo, see the.
I think. Oh no! What I saw was Ed Boon retweeted something, or it was just like Devora confirmed.
Yeah, that's good. I approve.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
So I did not realize Evo was that close at all. I knew it was like soon-ish, but I didn't know it was this week.
Oh yeah, totes.
So.
People. I don't support Evo, so.
Like just in general or what?
They don't support NRS. So I don't support
okay.
them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
It's like, so this is the most entrance of any NRS game in history. It's the first year of MK11, and it almost doubled one of the Sunday games, which was Blaze Blue cross tag battle, and it still got a Saturday slot. And it's like, why at this point? Why isn't it
Yeah.
Sunday? And Joey, Mr. Wizard, is just like, would you rather have early morning Saturday Sunday slot at the arena, or a main event Saturday slot at like Sunday? Because you're gonna get more viewers. It's hyper, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's not even a choice. And it's also like, why are those the only two choices? Like, why can't it get a little later? Like, I don't know. So it's always been, like, for years, NRS has been just disrespected. So I think everybody that's interested in competitive fighting gaming should go to Evo once at least. And that's my plan, to go to Evo once. And after that, I'm not going to Evo again.
Unless they actually support MK or an NRS game.
Yeah, and Combo Breaker and CEO is just better anyway.
The wrestling stuff is nice at CEO.
Bruh, it's so much fun.
The other big thing I know with Evo was this is the first Evo without Melee. and people were
Oh yeah, people were
bitching
super mad.
about that.
Why? How? What is there to bitch? That game is ancient.
Yeah, but
Still
it still
pulls
got a
in
huge
more
fan
viewers than
base.
Ultimate right now.
And people still are just like, that's the best Smash game. That's the most perfect. That's the most balanced.
So that's the one that requires the most skill. Blah 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 blah.
It's just because it's older. That's literally it.
Because Street Fighter 3 is older and it's probably the best Street Fighter game. Nobody's playing that. It's just like we've supported
Yeah.
and we've done it and y'all have it and we deserve. Like y'all have 13 years. Let
I
it
was
go.
about to say, it's been a
Yeah, it's
long
been
time.
It's been the time. Walk
And
away.
just because it's not at Evo doesn't mean you need to stop playing it.
Yeah. And I know Ultimate got. Did it get the most entrants out of any game?
Oh,
I feel like
yeah.
it did. I was about to say.
It's the main event.
It is? Okay, I didn't know if it was that or Street Fighter. I was assuming
No,
it was one of
it's
the
that.
two.
It's
Nope,
that
nope,
Tekken, then Street Fighter. So
Okay.
it's not even the second main event, Street Fighter, or the undercard, I should say.
Okay.
Did she knock out your cord again?
Yes. Doesn't understand the concept of charging a phone.
Well, yeah, she's a dog.
So everyone should
she's-
understand that.
I think she's just trying to strangle herself with the cord. She just wants to go.
Ain't
I
nobody
can help her.
stopping her.
How old is she?
Ancient.
14?
Ancient.
And what kind of dog?
I couldn't tell you. Some old dude
A
told us what.
literal street mutt.
Okay. Bigger?
No, she's
Great
like
big
medium
fat dog.
size.
Okay. I'm just trying to gauge like how old it is for the dog, but
It's
like
old.
like 18 is like super old for a little dog.
Oh no, she's like a medium dog.
Okay, so yeah, still old as shit. So actually on the Smash train, yesterday, the 4.0 patch came out, and that included the new character, the Dragon Quest hero. Way smoother than last DLC character patch. Holy fuck.
I don't know if that was because not as many people downloaded them or they just anticipated the whole hype about it.
Or
But
they
yeah,
didn't
there was
schedule
no
maintenance during when the patch was going
Oh,
live.
I think it was the scheduled quote unquote maintenance.
Yeah, it's just like I just went to Smash, update, it updated, I got the character. It was great. Played around with him a little bit in training mode. And then went online. I didn't play as him, but I fought many heroes, and I'm curious how he's going to be in competitive play, but at least in online modes, he's a problem.
Yeah.
He's
such a problem.
I've gotten kamikazed. There's a video that DA sent me earlier today where one of his big time gimmick is his down B is command menu, which cycles through 4 of 18 potential moves. And they all do varying things. One of them is called Hocus Pocus, which does a random effect. Some of them will just randomly cast one of the other spells that's in the list. You can turn invisible, you can shrink, you can get slowed down. And one of the things you can also do is grow giant. Like basically the mushroom power-up in the game, the mushroom item. And then there's another move called Magic Explosion, which is essentially in Dragon Ball Fighters, Gohan's special move where he just yells and then energy just bursts out of him. And a dude got a combo of that as an edge guard, and there's just nothing the other character could do. It was basically just an all-encompassing ball around the corner of the ring.
Just a massive
Oh, I've been
ball.
seeing memes on it on fucking Twitter. That makes a lot more sense now.
And I'm just like, what can you do against that? That dude is just sitting there, just like, what could I have done? What inputs could I have done to have prevented that? There's nothing you could have done against that, and it's such garbage. I understand the randomness factor, blah, 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 blah. You can take him out.
DA
I'm
and I
already sick to death of them.
DA and I are going to be playing some mirror matches after this podcast and just probably yelling at the at the
Oh,
jank.
more than likely.
But with the patch also came buffs and nerfs for various characters. There was really only one big nerf, and that was Ivysaur for Pokemon Trainer.
Oh, you right. I guess he really did get hit like that.
He got hit.
His down air spike now acts like a normal spike and not the Ivysaur spike.
Oppressively offensive.
Where, the sweet spot is the whole move? Cool.
that low fragrance, like 15 feet to the left. Oh, that hit me? Oh, I'm dead at 15. Great.
Lovely. His Razor Leaf got hella nerfed.
It's so slow. You can't do anything after it.
In the
What?
in the same vein as Wolf's Laser last patch. So yeah, no jank follow-ups with Razor Leaf anymore, and then they nerfed Up B to not be as strong, just because that move was stupid strong for how far away it hit a person.
If you're gonna take something, take the up air. Cause that still will kill you at 60. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
But they took Vine Whip? What are they doing?
Yeah.
I don't understand and I don't like it. And it's just like, oh man, I was already not good with Pokemon Trainer. I was just like, ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, hella nerfs for Ivysaur. As far as buffs, Charizard got very buffed.
Who cares?
Mewtwo got buffed, but not as much as people wanted him to. The big thing was Mewtwo's tail had a big hurt box, so he was very easy to hit. And there was a buff to where they reduced the hurt box on his tail, but apparently it was very, very tiny.
Oh.
So it didn't help all that much. Pit and Dark Pit got buffs. Corrin's recovery is actually recovery now, as well as various other buffs. But the person who got buffed the most was my boy Ridley. Fuck.
Really?
Yes!
What did they do to Ridley?
His up B is faster and goes farther, so it's less likely to be punished. It's like half the time for the chart. Like, basically, when you initiate the up B to actually moving, it's half the time now. His up smash got stronger when it didn't need to be. His up air, whose sweet spot was, like, microscopic. I never fucking hit it. They increased...
Okay.
They increased the range of it and increased the range of the sweet spot, and they increased how easily it is to hit the sweet spot. And I last night was getting some kills that I did not get before with the up air. His side B, the command grab, throws farther when you drag a person to the edge of the stage, and then you're less vulnerable when you jump out of the side B animation. And then back air got stronger, which didn't need to get stronger. Which, I was reading online, basically they're trying to make him a true glass cannon, is what they're trying to do. Him and Mewtwo are very similar in that they hit hard, but they are easy to hit and easy to juggle, and they don't weigh a whole lot. Like, Samus is heavier than Ridley, for whatever reason. So yeah, they just basically emphasized the cannon of the glass cannon.
Yeah.
And I'm still very happy about it. But Isabelle also got buffs.
I was about to say, you do not neglect your queen. Do not ignore her.
I saw a good picture recently. It was just like Isabelle after the patch. It's just Isabelle with giant fucking macho arms flexing.
Yeah. There were very minor buffs. Her when you do the fish and ride, it comes out a little bit faster.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's bad.
It grabs easier too.
It grabs easier. I definitely feel it when you when you get the fishing rod, when you throw them forward, it grows further. When you throw them up, it goes further. Usually, it used to be like when you could throw them up, they kill at like 130. Now it kills at like 115 for. And I only tested it on Link. Just and hard. I need to know these numbers. I only tested it on Link, and yeah, Link's pretty big boy. Her roll got buffed, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, her
roll
dodge
used to
roll
take
used
her
to just be stupid
nowhere.
awful. Yeah.
It was bad, and it was always just like a silent. Well, I kind of wish they would fix that, but that was something I was just like, well, they're never gonna fix this. That's just a stupid thing that they're just like, whatever. It is what it is. But then they fix it. And I'm like, ooh, great. And her up smash got buffed, which is a pretty good move, but I never use. So yes, the queen still reigns supreme, still love her, still great. Oh, and her Lloyd comes out a little bit faster.
No,
which I need to adjust my combos for that, because it's just like I used to just okay. There's this certain percent. I know how far they're gonna go. I'm gonna fish and ride him over here. He's gonna jump up and right into the Lloyd as it's rocketing up, and you get hit. And that's like 40% easy, because with the fishing rod throw and the Lloyd up, that's 40%. It's just like bam. But I need to just get that timing down just a little bit better.
And then I know Piranha Plant got a few buffs.
who needed them?
Absolutely.
Little Mac got nerfed.
For who?
That boy needed everything, and they took away.
They went, okay, we're gonna make your jabs a little bit stronger in this last patch. And they're like, wait, no, never mind. and yet Joker is still allowed to be Joker.
Yeah, like he got a air quotes nerf, but it really only matters when it's like two people are reflecting stuff back at each other. So his nerf was when Arsene is summoned, projectiles that deal 50% or more damage can't be reflected. But the only times you're ever going to get that is with people's whose reflects increase the damage of a projectile. Or the hero, like him oomping a projectile, which makes his shit stronger. But that's it.
There's no practical uses to that. Take that man's speed down 2% and watch him go from the tippity top to like a mid tier. He's too fast. Arsene hits too hard. Take that spike down just a little bit. It ain't nothing but a sweet spot. You can touch his arm and it'd be like Spike. I hate him. He's so great.
Yeah, I'm curious because they definitely aren't going to be doing the new patch for Evo, but the next major, I'm curious to see who is playing the hero, and just what the patches do for certain fighters and stuff. More than likely, just because he's dominating right now, MKLeo is probably going to win, just because his Joker is stupid. But you know, Mars may break out the Captain Falcon again immediately, and we'll see. I'm curious. Let's see, what else do I have here? There's not a whole lot. The next biggest thing was there's some controversy going around. A controversy that was addressed about the new Fire Emblem game. Any of you familiar with the voice actor?
Yes, I am.
So, Chris
I'm familiar with the story.
Yeah, Noisy. He was a Newgrounds animator way back in the day. He made Tome as well as Brawl Taunts was like one of his biggest things, like viral hits. Been voice acting for a while. He was the Regine, I forget the character's name, in Mob Psycho. He's like the paranormal investigator dude. He was also the lead in the Godzilla 3D Netflix movies that came out recently.
He also played Noah in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge.
Yes.
Huh.
So I'd been hearing like rumors and stuff about him online in vain of some of the other high-profile voice actors or people that have been in the news recently or internet personalities.
Been in hot water recently. Just put it at that.
Yes. Luckily, we haven't seen his penis, so that's good. Can't say that about some other people.
I'll never forget the moment when B just goes, "I saw
I
it."
can.
No,
Oh,
no,
that
you
was
can't.
great.
That's in there forever. That's in your mind
Oh, I
forever,
never
man.
saw it.
Oh.
I never saw it. That's why I'm saying that. I can't.
Okay. So he was cast as the lead male version of your player character in Fire Emblem Three Houses, the newest Fire Emblem that just came out on Switch. Turns out, a bunch of his exes posted stories about how he was mentally and physically and sexually abusive to them.
Yeah.
And they basically all corroborated with each other. And then also in one of these stories, one of his exes reveals that he broke NDA about being cast in Fire Emblem.
Oh.
So Nintendo,
Idiot.
he already recorded all the voice work for Three Houses, and he was going to be recording voice work for Fire Emblem Heroes, the mobile game.
Yeah.
But Nintendo decided, They recast him in Heroes, and then they decided, okay, we're going to redo all the voice work for Three Houses and update the voice work in a patch. They're just removing him from the game entirely.
As they should.
But
They
I
even
will-
got a video out. The new video is just like,
Yeah.
he ain't in it.
So the I will say, to his credit, I mean, who knows how sincere he is. He posted out a extremely long apology addressing Nintendo, all of his exes, his fans. It was very long and in depth. And
Yeah, that makes me think he's more sincere about it, because that had to take hours.
yes.
And you don't sit there and just go, "Bruh," but and it was well written, and he took a lot of blame. He wasn't pushing blame off to other people like, "Oh, they made me," or mental illness or anything. He was like, "No, I'm just a douche." Whoops.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
I'm
it wasn't like
just a
that,
douche.
obviously.
Whoops.
So, and then basically, I think at the end of it too, he's just like, I'm gonna take some time to myself to like figure shit out. And you know what? To me, like, yeah, you fucked up hard. You messed with a lot of women, and you fucked with business dealings, and you probably messed up your career, at least for the time being. This is probably the best thing anyone in this situation can do.
Absolutely.
You apologize, you make it as sincere as possible, and then you duck the fuck down.
Now, going back to the NDA thing, the company that I'm with had me sign an NDA, and I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. I didn't read it because I'm stupid. So, my friend, you remember the girl I was talking about who has a super good memory? She also interviewed for the job. I got the job instantly. She got another call back, so she's just like, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, she gets the job. But
Oh,
she
you're
was just
gonna
like,
be in. You're gonna be on the website. Diversity. Oh,
not. Oh man, I was just not just a lily white snow army. It's just me.
Oh no. You're gonna be that fucking Bowling Green State University celebrating diversity video. Hard cut to you. Oh. For anyone who has never seen that before, it was on Tosh.0. It is a fantastic, just dumb video that my college did, where they're like, BGSU, celebrating diversity, and they're like panning over our student union, and then they hard pan and zoom into a single black dude at a lunch table. Official campus video for
that's such a knee-jerk way to go about it.
Fantastic stuff.
So, DA, just be prepared.
Like,
you're him.
But she was like, what benefits do you get? I was like, oh, let me send you the little packet. And I was like, wait. let me look at this NDA. 'Cause I don't want this crap. There's a bunch of tech people. I don't want them to be like, we know. So I was like, let me read this before I send you anything. They're like, okay,
yeah.
So yeah, don't fuck with NDAs.
No, you don't.
You now
Never do
know.
that.
BG definitely knows.
Oh yeah. Nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
It's like been there, done that. I'm not
I
trying to kill my
cannot
career
be
before it
sued by
starts.
some big old video game company.
Yeah. So what games are you demoing right now?
I actually did just do one recently.
Okay.
Is it out yet? I don't think it's out yet, so I can't talk about it.
Yeah. How many do you
I know
typically
what it
do?
is. He talked all about it to me.
FBI coming in.
Hey, they say you can tell people about it, but you are responsible for them shutting the up about it. So if they talk, you hit.
How many do you typically do in like a year? 'Cause you've been doing it for a few years now, right?
Maybe 8.
Okay, that's all right. That's more
A
than I
little
was
bit
thinking.
more if they need some mobile stuff.
Okay.
But as far as like console games, about 8.
Interesting. Like, I want to say that'd be fun, but I feel like just knowing how QA
It's
works,
not
it wouldn't be.
fun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun.
It's cool to see how it works, and the game's in a state that's just like, this ain't ready.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, to be one of the first people to play it. But a lot of times, it's been games I don't really care about. I played 2 that were super duper fun. Maybe 3. But other ones, I'm just like, I don't give a about this game.
Now run into
And
this wall for
they're
10
big
minutes.
games that a lot of people give a shit about. And I'm just like, not your boy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys after the cast is over if you want. But
Okay.
I'm not going to say it on the cast.
Next week on the podcast, we talk about all the games that BG told us.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so if long story short, if anybody ever fucks up as much as Mr. Noisy does, try and do what he does. Don't pull a Pro Jared.
It's your fault. Y'all did it.
I was
Don't pull-
forced to show my penis.
Don't pull a Pro Jared. And if you have dirt lying in wake, a lot of dirt that might affect your, personal image, don't sue people. Like Mr. Mignon is doing right now. Win or lose that lawsuit, his image is not good at all.
Oh no, he's all fucked.
Immensely worse than before the lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, all in all, not bad, Mr. Noisy. So the other big thing, which this is just a mostly affecting me, and I was just kind of a lot of people are mad about this. So Rooster Teeth, they've been in the news recently for scummy shit, mistreating their animators and just general not good business reviews and what have you, and decisions. So they decided that recently that they are
They're
changing.
gonna blame everyone else.
I mean,
they're
not
changing
far off.
their pricing models for their subscriptions, their first memberships, what used to be called sponsorships. Basically, they're raising their prices basically to be competitive with like Netflix and Hulu and what have you. And they have like a monthly, a 6-monthly, and a 1-year price. The thing that is bullshit, though, is the grandfathered accounts that I had that they said would not change as long as you didn't unsubscribe. People have posted the emails on Reddit of those original emails back in the day when they first raised the prices for sponsorships. Were also being raised to match those pricing. So instead of paying $20 a year that I was paying, I was going to have to pay $60 a year. And considering the only thing I ever used that first membership for was Ruby, goodbye.
That's gotta be some sort of questionable legality. Cause
No.
my goodness,
There was
that's why I
never,
said questionable.
yeah, it was never like they,
It's like streaming and playing video games. It's like it's okay, kind of.
yeah,
maybe.
they made a like wink wink promise back in the day. But like what them breaking that promise is breaking consumer trust, basically.
Yep.
So
And the way they worded it is the killer of this whole situation.
Oh, the low price of $129 a year.
No, I think it was ridiculously low.
Ridiculously low. That's right.
It's like, really?
Yeah. So
What are they doing?
you know,
13 times the price?
13
What?
oh,
The
in
low
one go.
price.
In one go. Like if they would have staged, it would have been an easier blow.
For every low, they added another 20.
For every like for all they did a bunch of changes. If they would have staggered these changes, they would have taken less of a hit on people unsubscribing. But I think basically everyone who ever had a grandfathered account probably is gone. For sure. I would say probably I would strongly say 90%. And then there's just other people that are like in college and stuff that can't afford that price hike. So they just stopped. Like I may for when Ruby comes out may do first membership, but unlikely. Like
Unlikely.
Since we're all going to be watching it, like if none of us are going to get first memberships and if we're all in the even playing field, then I'm not going to.
Yeah.
To
be honest, even last season, I was waiting each week to go by to watch it when it was free.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about waiting because I never cared about spoilers. It never bothered me. But there's also people like John out there that if I ask, hey, do you have a link for this week's episode update comes out, I have a fucking live stream to fucking watch.
So, yeah. 13 years of being a fan just down the drain. Down the drain.
Instantaneously.
Yeah.
And Mike is someone that can easily afford it.
Yeah.
But it's the principality.
Yes, it is. It's the principle of it.
It's the.
If they would have just said, this is an increase for everybody, what can you do? But our old grandfather, then you guys get 3 months free or extra 3 months, whatever.
Oh no, the grandfathered accounts get a free copy of their new game that nobody wants.
No.
Yeah, there's literally no bonus at all.
That nobody asked for. That's what I would have gotten. And I don't care. And it's not so much too, it's like I can afford it, and it's the principle of the matter, and then it's is what I'm paying for worth the cost? When I'm paying for a Netflix subscription or a Hulu subscription, to me, it is worth the cost. What is on there? There's enough on there, enough variance, enough good content that I'm like, yes, this is worth my monthly payment. Their website works. Their video players work. They're on multiple platforms. Every platform, basically. Rooster Teeth, their site is shit. Their video player...
God, their site is disaster.
Their video player is shit and can barely buffer. Even if you have a great internet connection and high quality, their shows buffer. Their community site is... They had promised, air quotes, that they were going to be focusing on their community site and making it a place like it used to be when I first joined. That I was on the Rooster Teeth community site more than I was Facebook when I was younger. Way more. But they just stopped focusing on that and started trying to focus on their video content, but then their video player sucks. Their mobile app is terrible. They stopped supporting their Xbox app, so it barely works. They haven't like put an update out for it in years, and that is the only other thing that they support. There is no Switch support. There's no PS4 support. There's no apps for those. It's just
Why
Xbox.
not? Of
Because
all the consoles to pick, that's the one.
well, it's because Halo. Their old flagship series was based in Halo.
So
Yeah.
you're a business. You can't be fanboy. Oh, well, that's where we started.
So yeah, like I think this was the final nail in the coffin that for me, like I was trying to hold on to some hope for this thing in my head, but for me and a lot of other people, the group of friends who started a company and were trying to make cool shit, that last hammer strike. It's that image is gone completely.
Oh yeah,
It's
and that's the
corporation
thing is,
now.
Yeah.
that's been gone too, because what I've seen a lot of people bring back up again with all this new shit coming out was Monty's protege's letter. Like
Mhm.
everything that guy said that everyone kind of just pushed aside, like, no, that can't be it. That can't be true. They're doing it in worse ways now. That company has pretty much never been what they said they were. They just been really good at hiding it.
No, I think they were a long time ago.
Maybe at the very start, but I feel like once they went actual corporate, like once they started doing things for real.
Well, once they got acquired, is when
I mean,
it started
from what
changing.
from what everybody keeps
Which
saying,
was-
it's mostly RT top staff that's making these decisions. It's not their oversight; it's them.
Their top staff are also filled with members of their owners.
Okay.
And around I think that around the time which I think the change happened was probably Ruby Volume 2, which was right around the time when Full Screen acquired Rooster Teeth. So they kind of made the promises of we're going to be the same company, but they aren't anymore. So yeah, and like the shitty thing for me too is like the people that are in the community. Like when I would go to RTX and be a guardian at RTX, truthfully, there are people in the community as far as a whole to me, as far as like other communities that I've been a part of, the RT community is actually pretty good. The people at the conventions were nice, they were friendly. Rarely were there any issues up until I think recently with Ruby becoming so fervent. I would say like the Ruby community is their own thing, but the RT community as a whole,
trash.
Yeah, the RT community as a whole,
what it is, Mike. They are trash.
Yeah. But yeah, the RT community as a whole was pretty damn good. Like staffing at anime conventions and then staffing at RTX, there was something different about the community. And to me, that sucks that these decisions are driving me away from that community, and the decisions are driving away the community.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have friends that I've made at RTX that I've friends with on Twitter, and I'll talk to on occasion. I probably won't be seeing them for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah. No, it's the truth.
So yeah,
it's just
unfortunate.
It's hard to support a company that's been doing what they've been doing like the entirety. It's rough.
Mm-hmm. Like to me, the two groups that I follow and like stuff that I follow that kind of have that same feeling to me that Rooster Teeth used to have are the Critical Role bunch and the Game Grumps. Like Game Grumps are just kind of doing their own thing. They don't really care about corporate stuff or whatever. They're just making shit that they want to make.
Yeah.
And then the Critical Role people, they're all friends and basically just
but we see how friends can go.
Oh yeah,
super best friends.
Yeah. So like there's always that can always happen. But I'm just saying as far as that image of a tight-knit group of friends trying to just make cool shit, those are the like at least the stuff that I follow, those are the two things that I still see that in. It's I mean, DA, you follow a bunch of different people on YouTube and stuff too. I'm not sure if there's anyone that has that same feeling for you.
Yeah, a bunch of people. A whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Certain points, it's just like, yeah, we could be making a whole lot of money. That's what the best friends were like. It was like, we could be making a whole bunch of money. It was right around the time that Wind Waker came. Not Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Yep, Wind Waker, all the way back then.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Wind Waker.
On the podcast, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna be starting a playthrough that starts with a T. You guys are gonna be very, very excited about it." It was Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and they just played that. It's just like, yeah, we ain't playing that. We don't think it would be good. That doesn't look like it'd be fun to play that whole big game for this whole long time. So we just ain't doing it. How about some Tony Hawk Pro Skater? I'm like, yeah, that was one of their best playthroughs. So yeah, they were definitely one of the biggest ones where they're like, we could be doing a whole bunch of things, but they just like, it's also kind of like easiness.
Yeah.
I want them back.
Yeah, and I want old Rooster Teeth back, but guess what? Life fucking sucks.
Hey, here comes Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, why?
That's
Here
the
he
thing
is.
that's killing people. They're like, we're increasing our prices, to make sure we pay everybody, and everyone's just like, that's bullshit. You're increasing prices to pay the talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Michael B. Jordan, David Tennant, and little Game of Thrones girls. Like, why? They didn't make the show better with Tennant. Tennant was pretty good. But the other two was like, whatever, get anybody.
The
That's the
also
same way I
the
feel about 3D. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
3D animated movies.
Like your Pixar's and stuff.
Yeah. Why would I give if Will Smith is a shark? Just give me a voice actor. I couldn't tell you none of the names from the people of Coco. I love that movie.
Excuse me, hashtag Beyonce.
Oh my god.
What's the worst part of the movie? The worst part.
Yeah.
I was talking to my ex about it. She was like, "Oh, Beyonce kills it." I was like, "Woman,
We're breaking up. That was the
oh,
final straw.
We're re-breaking up."
Re-breaking up.
Go out with her for one date and then just be like, "Oh, we through."
I'm retracting all previous love I ever gave you.
What is like?
Oh fuck, what did I want to say? Shit.
Uh,
We were talking. There's been new Glassdoor reviews too recently that are from animators that are like, yeah, it's still shit here.
Yep.
Nothing's changed.
It's all bad.
Don't say you're gonna change and then don't.
They're trying to be that company, and it's just no one's gonna buy it anymore, man.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the near future, but I don't have high hopes. I will watch Ruby for free. And that's that. Actually, you know what? I don't know if their first stuff, I know they're on Verve, which I do pay for just because I get more shit. And I'm curious if the first membership release dates are on there or not. I'll have to check that.
Huh.
So yeah, if you don't want to pay for sponsorships and want to see, I know for a fact that first content is on Verve though. So if you don't want to pay Rooster Teeth but you still want access to their content, get Verve because you get Crunchyroll and a bunch of other cool shit, and it's $10 a month.
Is that where you finally saw the Dark Tournament?
30 years later.
No, Netflix. There's Netflix or Hulu.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Because I'm watching it now and I've been breezing through it because it's so great.
I know it is, and I did too. When
I want
watched
to
it.
reread the manga again soon.
Oh my god. When I watched it. Oh, angry. When I finally picked it up, I realized, yes, this is as great as everyone says. You piece of shit.
1999. 20 years later, he's coming. Hey, you guys heard of this Yu Yu Hakusho?
They have the dark tournament. It's pretty good. I like you piece of.
I like that He-Eye guy. He's cool.
Let's all be serious. Well, Kuwabara is the best character,
Yeah.
but Kurama though.
Yeah, he... Who did I like the most in that tournament? Kurama probably is up there.
Yeah.
In fact, you had to think about it.
I was
Kurama
going
had-
between him and Kuwabara in my head.
Yeah. Kurama had the best moments. It's not even fair.
It wasn't fair.
Just, I'm gonna put the death plant in me. We're winning this. I don't care. He's the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the only other things I have are just some random little news tidbits. Movies that passed $1 billion this past week were Spider-Man: Far From Home, no surprise.
Yeah.
Lion King, no
Ugh.
surprise.
Seriously? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no surprise there, bro. It's Lion King. It's a live action Lion King. People were gonna go to that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the worst movie
Well,
they've
It
ever.
overtook Beauty and the Beast with like no issue at all.
I haven't been hearing much about it, so I thought it was just sort of like in the 4 to 6 million range.
No.
No.
I wish.
buddy.
I wish it barely made its money back.
But see,
Yeah.
that's just telling Disney, yeah, we want this.
Oh yeah.
So they're just gonna
You
keep
were
doing
right.
it.
The
You
other
were
movie,
right.
on that same note, the other movie that passed $1 billion last week was Aladdin.
Yep.
Undeserved.
Yeah.
So yes, you are
Aladdin was
correct.
better.
All Disney's hearing is cha-ching. They like him. They like him.
You know what? I may not think Aladdin is better, but I may like it more. That's
That's fair.
I'd have
Yeah.
to watch both again.
Understandable.
Because Aladdin couldn't sing. That's a big problem.
Mhm.
But Beyonce couldn't voice act.
Did you say she had like 4 lines?
But they were so stuck out.
Yeah.
And I was,
They really only got her to sing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight."
Yeah.
and she
Really?
ruined it. I don't know if I said on a podcast why I hated how she did Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Well, yeah, because like she started at a 10. You said.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
did
said
say
it.
Yeah, no. And she ruined it. And then she had one other song that was just like a background song. Which it's just like, this is Beyonce. So just get her for that one song and get her out of here.
Yeah, it wasn't
Not
for
fan.
me. I wasn't a fan of the like unnecessary flourishes. Like the king inside. Like
Yeah. All the
Like-
flourishes for no reason.
yeah. It wasn't.
That's not what the song calls for at this moment.
It wasn't necessary
You
at all.
don't need to be Beyonce right here.
Nah, go in.
And, oh,
It's- I could feel how strongly you feel about this.
bruh, I love the Lion King.
That was a sigh of disgust.
And you're just in Beyonceing it up.
And people are celebrating it.
Oh yeah, big
Billion.
time.
$1 billion.
My ex.
So, random news tidbit number 2. Ryan Reynolds is being a troll about Deadpool, as he always is. Is seemingly
course.
teasing that there is going to be a Deadpool movie in Phase 5 of the MCU. Really?
That would be interesting.
They're not adding Deadpool. Or they're gonna make it PG-13, unfortunately.
I don't think
That's
so.
what Blade to be.
I feel like if I had to guess, if it's going to be a solo movie, they'll keep it R. But if he's in a group movie, so like if they do a Spider-Man Deadpool, for example, he's going to like...
Which they should do.
Yes, they should. Basically, they'll bleep him out, but it's going to be him bleeping himself out. He's going to like turn... Like, he'll make a comment being like, we got to keep this PG-13. And so he'll bleep himself out every time he cusses. At least that's how I see them... how they could do it.
He's gonna say the F word and then he's gonna go, "That's my one."
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I could see them adding it, and basically it gives them a full phase to figure out, okay, how the fuck do we get all these people in here? And then the other thing I have, what? Sorry.
They're X-Men.
Yeah.
And they're
Fantastic Four.
I just want Reed Richards.
A good one. I want Doom. A good Doom.
Reed Richards is better than Doom.
I'm just saying. Good, like Avengers-esque level threat. Get Doom. Then the only other thing I have is Venom 2 seems to have found a director. Yes, Venom 2 is a thing that's happening.
You thought it wasn't? That movie almost hit a billy.
I know.
China. They'll turn their backs on them Star Wars, but Jesus Christ, boyfriend Venom, get in here.
Mm-hmm. The director is Andy Serkis, who of Gollum fame from Lord of the Rings, which to me, cool. Maybe he'll make the CG good, since that's his thing. Please.
But even still, that's not gonna make the movie. It's gonna make it more presentable, but still.
Yeah,
Story,
let's go one
plot.
step at a time, Da. One thing at a time.
I'm just saying, don't start celebrating the man just yet, because it's still a sequel to Venom.
I know. So, and
you
I'm
still
just
got all the
applauding.
problems.
I'm just applauding that they might fix one thing. And as long as, Carnage makes out with Venom, China's gonna buy it.
There's gonna be carnage. Hair just flopping everywhere.
Oh,
It's fine.
It's
gonna
been
be
a while
fine.
since I've seen that in good quality. I need to watch that scene.
Oh, if
Not a-
I have it on Blu-ray, man. Still don't know why I bought
That's
it.
the reason for you to come to the con. That's
But
your
I
reason.
did.
Freaking, why did you buy that?
I didn't see it, and I wanted to see it, and I regretted seeing it.
Rent it on YouTube for like $4.
That's what I should have done.
They do that. Who's buying YouTube movies? I always see that it'll always be on the side. Like, buy it here for $2. I'm like, what? Why? No.
So yeah, that's really all I got. I just want to play Smash, but I can't play it too much just because I'm editing stuff for Matsuri.
You don't have to see it, Ember. It's a fucking waste. But yeah, yeah, Mike, editing. You still have plenty of that left. How's the progress on that?
So because we're waiting on something from Kelly, basically like a little template for our guest title cards. I haven't done the opening ceremony stuff. I've been working on the other stuff that I need to edit.
Ah.
The
Like your
category
category
intro as well as the Fight Club. The Fight Club intro.
Okay.
Which, unfortunate news due to DA
No,
getting
we
a
don't know
job.
yet. Well, we don't know
Potentially.
yet. It's not 100%.
He might not
I'm
be
holding
able
out
to...
hope. I'm not going to lie to you.
He might not be able to make Matsuri.
Bruh, your favorite hero is not Superman. Give up hope. You have not played Danganronpa. Despair.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Yeah,
It's
he's
funny too, though, because the
Ralph is
the head of our program and I have been talking about what the hell we're gonna do if you two don't come when it comes to fixing and changing things up. And his response to me was, "We could try to fix some things, but I think for the most part we're pretty much screwed."
Why?
because the con
Trying to
is
fill time.
Yeah, the con is very close. I was
It was
gonna
still
say
what?
though,
I had
what?
2 panels. I had a panel.
Yeah, and we had to make
That's
up
a
that
lot
time
of
somehow.
time.
Yeah.
Do some AMV free play. Do a
We've got that scheduled. We've got a lot of that scheduled.
How about do a does it still hold up? We've done themed watch sessions. How about you showcase all your videos?
Ugh. No one
Exactly.
no
Be
one
there
wants to see that.
commentating your videos like, hey, this is what I used to be.
I
Everyone
was-
can improve.
I was considering bringing up doing a watch the judges AMV's time frame of the use of time. So
Yeah.
we might do that. It's on the table.
Yep. Oop. Kelly and I
just gave
already
y'all,
did
like
that.
3 ideas. It ain't hard.
Kelly and I already did that, so welp. Oh yeah. We'll figure shit out, but just
We'll figure it out. But
yeah.
hopefully,
Obviously,
hopefully we
career
can be able to
shit
keep-
matters more.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I'm not breaking the bank for no. Y'all.
The guest list was
It's pretty good.
yeah, the guest list is like one of the best I've ever seen. I hated
Yeah.
their everybody hard one autograph. That sucks, but
You
Oh,
would
yeah,
work around it.
Lucy's
absolutely. I
coming,
can
and
will
she never comes. Typically, does not come to out of Texas conventions, right?
She's been doing a lot more recently
Okay.
because she was just like, there's this app called Anime Unlocked, where it's just like voice actors. It's basically like a live.
You would
streaming
know.
Twitch thing. It's fun. So they just take questions and stuff. And every week she would just get questions like, "Are you coming to this con? Are you coming to this con?" It's like, "Oh, people really want to see me, huh?" So she went to the con that I went to a couple years ago, Anime Midwest.
Eh.
Yeah, and she had the biggest line of all weekend, and she was like, "Oh, so people really do want to see me." I was going to a bunch of cons, not a whole bunch of cons. I think she does like one a month.
Oh, is she the one that stole your artwork?
Yes, she is one of many.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
this ain't
unfortunate.
just a Lucy thing.
How
They wouldn't
how
have to steal it
many?
if you sold it?
Yeah, true. How many pieces have you lost in that way?
It's got to be about 4 or 5.
Okay.
Who were they?
You got to give me a second to think about that.
Lucy, of course.
Lucy. Brina took the you remember the Jigoku one?
Yes.
Yeah. I got it back. It's fine.
Didn't you have to remake it?
How about we not talking about
That's a way of getting it back.
I know Greg Ayers took one of my Danganronpas. Like, that's super easy to make. Like, I really like this character. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and think about who janked my
Why not? Stir up bad
Gets me
memories.
sad and bitter, and I'd rather talk about 8 grasshopper facts.
Oh boy. Okay.
Good one. I like it.
Ralph, I don't think you've picked in a while.
What's the numbers?
8.
Let's go with a hot 5.
They're just dumb animals.
I mean, yeah.
They are prone to eat anything. Experts say that grasshoppers are considered general feeders, meaning that they will eat whatever's available. Oddly, he said that they have been known to chew through plastic screens and even eat paint off the houses. Nutritionally, it doesn't make any sense.
Why are y'all doing this?
Wow.
Experts just confounded.
It's like, what? They're not getting anything, any substance from this.
It tastes good though.
Whatever.
So they're just fat.
You're
they're just
eating
fat
lead.
It's cheap.
kids. It's like the people from fucking Strange Addictions where they fucking eat a mattress.
Why do they start with that? At what point do they just roll up like, oh, I got a little my mattress? Oh, ooh.
I mean, there are people
There
that
are
eat.
people. Go ahead.
I was like, there are people that eat airplanes.
there are people that just have an overwhelming sensation to
Chew gum.
no. Not just like
Don't hurt yourself.
I
Don't be
want-
like, don't be drinking a Coke in a bottle and then just crush the bottle like, oh, I guess I like glass. Shredding my innards, but it's
they look at the
delicious.
glass and they're like, I really want to eat glass.
Well, you got a problem.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
No one's saying they don't.
They saying they don't.
Oh yeah.
They're like, what's the problem? So what if I eat feces?
For some reason, this is just
Look
making me
back
think
in
of.
ancient time. No, don't try to justify this.
You mean like people with the tingly back and super?
But this just made me think of the like hot dog eating champion people, and it's just like, how do you realize you're good at that?
When you eat 6 hot dogs, like I'm not full.
I wonder how fast I can eat these 8 hot dogs. Oh, that was pretty fast.
You know something? I have never had that thought. So I don't understand where that thought comes from them.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, you got to look at anybody that does anything. Like, why would anybody be like, "Hey, I want to competitively get into gaming"?
Yeah, one of my favorite comedians, Eddie Izzard, always has a really good joke. He's just like, beekeepers have to want to become a beekeeper. You'll just wake up and it's like, hey, bees, you gotta, there's gotta be something there. And I'm like, yeah, there is. And that
Yeah, bees.
It's like beekeepers, morticians. It's like, what are you doing? If you're not hurting anybody, it's fine. But
I always said, as long as you're not hurting anybody else or yourself, do what you want to do.
I just
Yeah,
like
agreed.
to be around dead bodies. Oh, okay,
All right,
okay,
homie.
Leonard, you just stay over there with your.
stop,
the morgue.
stop rubbing my grandma's leg.
I'll see you soon. No,
I'll.
no,
Ooh.
no.
Let's not and say we didn't.
All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast of stuff. Me and DA are going to go destroy each other with the hero in Smash Bros. Bye bye.
It's gonna be so not fun.
Ralph. I didn't do the
Later.
thing.
What
my
the
God.
What happened?